There we go. Man, there's a lot of these in here, Slaw.
Yeah, I think we pretty well emptied Larry's tank of golden shiners.
Good luck, buddies! What's up, Meffers? Welcome back to another very exciting video. In the last video, when we went out and showed you guys the pond that we're going to be managing and trying to grow the largest bass ever caught in the state. We told you guys what we need to change about it, how we need to take a bunch of bass out of it, we need to add some cover to it, and most importantly, we need to up the forage base. That's exactly what we're gonna do today. And since you guys freaking delivered with all the thumbs ups in that video, I'm about to take a whole bunch of cash over to Larry's bait shop, and we're gonna buy just a shitload of bait, probably some like golden shiners, maybe some bluegill and stuff. We're gonna see what Larry has on hand, take them to that pond, stock them in the pond, and start getting a big forage base. If we're gonna be out there at the pond, it's freaking loaded with bass, and including some freaking giant bass, might as well take the boat and do some damn fishing myself. Cole saw the camera guy. Let's get out and rip some lips. First things first, though, let's go stop at Larry, see what he's got in stock, spend a whole bunch of money on it. All right, so we got this big ass tub, and then I brought bags inside of it. Let's go see what Larry's got in stock.
I gave him a call yesterday, and he said he might have an order coming in, but biggest thing I think we're gonna wanna do, obviously we wanna develop an entire population of baitfish in the lake. Now, we don't have a lot of the baitfish here that I wanna put in the lake. We'll kinda get to that down the road. Now, it's a lot more important to develop this population because there's hundreds of fish, largemouth bass that is, and catfish and big crappie and stuff too. There's hundreds of fish already in the lake. We're not gonna do a whole lot of good if we just dump in a couple minnows. So that's why we're gonna get a whole bunch of stuff today to try to help establish that population. Now, some of the fish I want to use for bait fish, Larry doesn't have here, so we're going to be ordering those online, and I want some of your requests. Let us know what you think we should stock in the comments right down below. But he definitely has golden shiners. He's got a ton of minnows. He said he got a bunch of minnows in. These minnows actually do survive in ponds. I've been doing a lot of research about this before I dove into this little project, but let's get a bunch of bait, I guess, and kind of go from there. First things first, we're gonna get some golden shiners. That's gonna be our biggest one, I think. Golden shiners, we're gonna end up ordering a bunch. I talked to Larry last night, but I think we're gonna end up ordering a bunch from his distributor directly. But for now, we're gonna support old Mr. Larry. Probably buy, I don't know, everything that he's got. All right, so those are the deals right there. Those are freaking bass candy. We're gonna get as many of these golden shiners as Larry has. This is what they look like. Super high protein meal. And these fish actually, these golden shiners do extremely well, and they repopulate in ponds. Building a solid population of golden shiners like this, which are easy to swallow because of the size of their body. They're not tall like panfish are, which bass of course love bluegill and crappie too. But these guys are like the easiest thing for them to eat. They're stupid, they're slow, and they actually grow up to like a pound, which that size can still get eaten by really big bass. So developing a population of these golden shiners I think is gonna be absolutely key, especially because it's a very grassy lake. They're not gonna degrade the quality of the fishery and the water quality and stuff too. They're getting few and far between. These are the last couple I think I can even find in here. The rest in here are just minnows, which we ended up with a lot of minnows in here too, which those will eat just as well. But yeah, I think we pretty well emptied Larry's tank of golden shiners. Sorry, Larry. Here's the last one. No! You guys can see, we ended up with a lot. He had a couple hundred at least in there. So we pretty well filled a bag with just golden shiners, and then there's some minnows mixed in and some smaller golden shiners in there too. While we're here, I think we want a bunch more minnows. Bigger minnows, the better. Those have a better chance of probably surviving, and we'll head out to the lake. Larry's got some big minnows in there. Yeah, those will be perfect. How's it going? Are you Adrian?
Yes, I am.
I'm Ben Milliken. I've come in here quite a bit. I talked to Larry on the phone yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told him I was going to come in here and buy most of the stuff in here, but he was okay with it.
Not bad.
So I think we ended up with like 100, 150 shiners, and I think about 40 scoops of minnows in these two bags here. Check out how much freaking bait we got, Cole. You guys killed us with the thumbs up, so we had to come here and spend a whole bunch of money. Mr. Larry stole all of our money today, but it's gonna go to a good cause. And Larry's the man. I can't believe how much easier it is. It's like half as hard with two people. Doesn't make sense. All right, Cole, now I need you stand on this sumbitch like we did the original time. All pissed off back here the whole ride to the pond. Just that way we know it's not going anywhere. All right, we got this big sumbitch all loaded out of the truck. It was heavy, and we got a lot of freaking minnows. Ended up several $100s then, but we got minnows, all of Larry's shiners. Time to get them in here. Decided to come down here. So the way this pond lays out, I showed you guys last time, and you've seen me fish here a lot. Big open basin over there with some deeper water, and then this creek channel right here. And the reason we want to dump these fish in this creek channel area is these little minnows and the shiners, they use all this habitat for cover to hide from the bass. And like I said earlier, we want to develop the population of these species right here to reproduce naturally and develop this big baitfish population, this forage base, as much as possible. So obviously a bunch of these are gonna get eaten probably pretty quick with as many bass are in here, but we want as many of these as possible to have the opportunity to reproduce and build that population, which is gonna grow our bass bigger and bigger over time. What do you think, Slaw? Get these sumbitches stumped in? They actually did pretty damn well. There's a bunch up at the top, but that's just because there's not much space in there. Next time we'll probably have less fish in each bag and a bigger transportation method. Again, you guys gotta let us know as well. Swim, minnows, swim! Look at them go. That's fantastic. Woo! Most of them lived. That actually worked out really, really well. These guys need to get down there. Hi, buddies. Those ones that are dead will become food in the next couple hours. They're gonna float down the creek here, and probably not a place if I was a minnow that I'd wanna live. All right, so per Coleslaw's suggestion, we're gonna dump the rest of these guys into the tote and do the tote dump all at once. Now, something I wanna tell you guys, I need your help. I, like I said, wanted to get this forage base built up as much as possible. Kinda did this on a whim today, wanted to help out Larry. The next time though, if this video gets 10,000 likes, so go hit the thumbs up right now. If this gets 10,000 likes, I'll go purchase 250,000 shiners in bulk and dump them in this pond right here. Hit the like button. I love those shiners, dude. They're so hardy. They definitely do a lot better than the minnows do. Here's our shiners and minnows. Minnows of all sizes, mostly medium to extra large, according to Larry's measurements. Some pretty damn big minnows, actually. So those would be a lot of protein for a lot of these fish. And then mixed in, big old golden shiners. That's more of a silvery guy. These shiners are cool because some of them are super golden. Like there's one that's really golden. Some of them are very golden like that. Why we have a lot of our baits that look golden with some kind of blue and a lot of black, darker scales on top. But then again, some are very silvery and blue. Cool different colors mixed in, and they freaking get bit. We also got one chub mixed in. Now I need to do some more research on chubs. This is a common creek chub, and these guys do extremely well, as you guys could probably guess, in creeks. And so I don't know if they can reproduce very well in ponds like this. I think they might need moving water to reproduce and have success with their eggs. I would assume that anyways, because you don't really catch them when you're fishing ponds and stuff, or at least not around this part of the country. But these shiners, they repopulate like crazy. So this is gonna be a good thing, a very good start to building this this forage base for us. Let's get them dumped in.
Good luck, buddies.
A little muddy down there. Look at them swim, Cole. Swim, buddy, swim. Go hide. There's already a little bit of grass. You can see kind of slimy grass on the bottom that I'm sure we're gonna catch plenty. I bet there's milfoil out there too. There's a lot of good milfoil in this pond. But to go along with that, they can go hide in these trees, and hopefully that's what they do. But we got the freaking boat, we got our tackle. Myself and Coleslaw, I want to go rip some lips. As you guys can tell, we have a nice day. Pretty windy out here, but time to go show off this fishery a little bit. You guys saw there's a lot of fish in it last time, and there's that one giant, that 9-10 pounder that lives in here too. So let's go catch that one, I guess. There's the battery back there now. Slaw, what are you starting with? Slaw's gonna jerk it. I'm gonna chatter it, I think. Been getting any? Could anchor, I suppose. Gotta be one on this.
Oh, right at the boat.
Right at the boat? Get him, Slaw! That up, babe.
So long.
Did he?
That was so cool.
That's badass, dude. Hell yeah.
Hook finger guy.
Yeah, that's a hook finger fish without question. That's one of the little guys. Just like last time, that's one of those ones that we kept a bunch of. And again, we should probably keep cleaning them out a little bit. Good start, Slaw, on the old provoke.
You bet. Man, I bet they're gonna eat that today. That's clean water. Damn it. Ooh. I think I'll set the hook now, Cole. You bet. Yeah, that's a better one on the prawn. Come here, bud, get out of there. Woohoo! Is that a keeper guy, Cole? That's a let go guy, I think.
That's a let go guy.
Definitely a let go guy. That is badass. The old green pumpkin burst. We're driving all over the place because wind keeps picking up and stopping, picking up. Hey, another one. All right, Cole's on the board. I'm on the board somehow. Cole's the master now. Per the last video you guys watched with Cole fishing, he's a substantially better fisherman than me, apparently. Says every commenter. Dickheads. Freaking Cole. Yeah, Cole also thinks that now. Thanks a lot. His head needs to be any bigger. Maybe it'll keep him from sitting in the corner crying. Damn millennial. You got one, Cole?
I do.
What up, babe? Where the bigs are.
One we're after, too.
Yeah, it is.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. 1 hour later.
1 hour later.
Good job, Slaw.
Woohoo.
A baby one. On the lipless? Nice work, Cole. Wow.
That one knocked slap in it.
Did he get it good? That's a better one, Cole. Freaking Slaw on the damn lipless. Not lip more, lipless. That's a better one, Slaw. Christ, this is a fucking joke fishing in this wind. Nice one, dude.
You knocked slack in it. That was cool.
That's good. We should be able to catch more in that case.
Big old head on him.
Yeah, he does. Just not much to eat. You can tell he's skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Notice though, every time we go up shallow, there isn't anything that fucking looks remotely close to a bluegill anywhere or anything. And none of these bass are fat. I'll throw that swim bait through there. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. They're pretty much weedless. There is a one right on this side of it though, so you're probably about to snag it. You got one?
Yeah.
Nice.
On the fall.
Freaking coleslaw. Just out here setting the hook into them, snagging fish after fish.
Not that much better.
No, it's not. Nice one, Slaw. Yeah, that's not a very big one.
Pressure hooked.
Pressure hooked. Coleslaw's throwing the same bait that I'm just tied on. Start throwing here around too. The old gold snatch. Yeah, there's a lot of good grass out there, huh?
I didn't even hit blue grass.
Oh, you got it on the fall. I got you. That's what you meant when you said you got it on the fall. That makes sense now. Ah, the right stuff too. Yeah, even if in these ponds, even if this stuff's brown, they still get on it. It's still better for them to relate to than the slimy shit. Even if it's not producing oxygen and therefore bait fish being around it. It's the big one, Cole. We're pulling the boat. Big old flathead.
Wow.
A tree. Any more baits on it? Here we are trying to manage the pond, and I'm out here just wrecking habitat. Yes, it is a fish, Cole. Wow, thanks for showing me how to rip it, kiddo. I'm sitting down like Bill Dance over here. William Dance, they call me. It is the right one. The right baby one. Yay, thanks for showing me the pattern, Slaw. This is the size you guys watched last time. Despite it sucking that we're removing some largemouth bass from the lake, this lake is loaded with fish that are this size. And when they're this size, they get really, really stunted. And so we're actually trying to remove as many of these as possible. We don't want to do that in our public lakes because those guys manage themselves by people just keeping them at the public fisheries. But a private fishery like this, a pond, it's really extremely difficult to grow really big fish in the pond if the population density is super high with bass. They compete, they overcompete for food, and from what we've seen, there's not a whole lot of food in here for them to eat. So we're trying to thin the population, increase the forage base, grow some donks. I didn't hit shit on that cast. Mud. There we go. Freaking coming at me. Timmy come at. Oh yeah, it's definitely a bass, I think. I think I got one on. You bet! Man, there's a lot of these in here, Slaw. Good, good, good.
I mean, not good, but...
Not good. We're getting them out of here though. This one's actually has been eating a little bit. Good to see that too. So you guys can probably see a little bit what we're doing, but the wind's kind of blowing hard. It's tough for us to talk. Basically, we're out here off the drop off. This is the pattern I like to do out in the pre-spawn. I thought coming to the lake today, they were going to be more active than this. We wouldn't have to catch them this way. But out off the bank and up shallow, there's kind of a lot of slime. The slime's no bueno. It's tough. It's just some bitch to fish through it, and fish don't really relate to it or anything like that. But out a little deeper, there's a bunch of milfoil, which isn't even that lively, kind of brown. So we're basically just throwing these lipless out there, letting them sink to the bottom, and just ripping them through that grass. And it's a total reaction strike. Apparently, I don't know why these fish just don't want to bite today. Kind of got to make them bite, but that's definitely a thing you can do all across the country right now if you're in the pre-spawn on days that are kind of tough like this. I feel like we did this a few times, just probably up too shallow, huh? Kerplow. I got one, Dad.
Good job.
Wee-hee.
Good job, kiddo.
Out here fishing Jim Bob's Pond. Man, too many of these dudes. Where's the bigs? We gotta create them, Cole.
That's right.
There we go. You freaking hit it a couple times and just followed her. Weird little bastard. Ah, drop the poles, Cole. We're on. Did I stutter, Cole? Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Biggin. No, it's not. Maybe? It's not? It's big. It's small, it's big. Drop the poles. We found the school slaw. School slaw. Baby guys.
Freaking badass time on the water today. Thinned the herd a little bit more. We took some of those other bass out of there, but like I told you guys, I want to get this. You guys killed the likes last time. Hit the like button, get to 10,000 likes. I have some ideas to get an obscene amount of bait in this lake. And I want to hear, again, more stuff from you guys. Let us know what we should put in here, what we should call this. I'm calling this, like, I don't know, what should we call this? Call like the slaunch-tastic voyage? Slaunch factor, I like that actually. I had one in my head earlier, but I can't think of it now because I'm on the spot. I don't know. You guys need to let us know what you think this project should be called and what the hell you want to see for content moving forward here. Hit the thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Some Memphis Matthew. Peace.